Hello, ladies. This is for you. So, my question is, have you ever asked yourself or wondered why is it that you work so hard, you hustle every day, you go to work every day, you put in your best every day, but at the end of the month, there's really nothing to show for your hard work. There's really nothing to show for your hustle. And that is what we're looking at this evening. Why is it that we work so hard and we still have nothing or little or nothing to show for it? I want to welcome you to our Women and Money series. This is episode 4, and we have been looking at the reason why women must have their own income, the need to have your own income, um, how you should control your money and not let your money control you. And this is episode 4, and we're saying that you may be hardworking, you may be working 9 to 5, you might be adding to your work, your certain businesses, and yet you have nothing to show for what you do financially. We want to look at it. What are the causes and how can we handle this as women? So hello everyone, welcome to Money Matters with Modupe. And please, as you join me, let me know where you're watching from and your name as well, so that together we can build a strong community of women who are doing and handling their money right. So why is it that women work so hard, they earn salaries, they run their businesses, but they cannot build financial independence? They cannot have something that they call their own, because it is not only important that we work as women, it is not only important that we earn our own income as women. As women who have their own income, that is on one leg, we should be able to build financial success, build financial independence for ourselves, whereby we not only help ourselves, we help our children, we help other people as well. So I'm saying this evening, enough of you working hard but not having anything to show for it. Because the question I usually ask people is, if you're working presently or you're running a business presently, what if, okay, you're earning money, and so you may feel that financially you are okay, but what happens when that income stops flowing in, either through your salary or through the business that you run? Or for married women, because the excuse that I get from many women who are married is that, oh, I have my husband to support me, oh, I get everything I need from my husband, oh, my husband tells me not to work. All these are good, but the question is, these things that bring the income, whether it's your job, whether it's your business, or if you say that a husband is your source, what happens when those factors are no longer there? What happens when your husband is no longer there? What happens when that job is no longer there? What happens when that business is no longer there? And so that is why we are here this evening, to look at it. What can you do with that income? How can you handle that income so that even when you are no longer working, doing that 8 to 5 or that business, either because you have retired or because you no longer have that energy to continue to do the things that you do, how then do you sustain yourself? How then will you not be reliant or dependent on other people, other sources, your job, your business, or your husband? And so I see that a lot of women have made either their husbands their financial plan, they have made their children their retirement plan. And I am saying, as a woman to another woman, that you can, with what you do, with your hard work, be able to create not just an income, but also to turn that income into wealth. So please, I want to ask you, as you join me, to like this video, whether you are joining me live or you're watching the replay, to please like this video, to please share this video, and at the same time to please subscribe to this channel. So why is it that women who are hardworking have nothing to show for what they do? The very first reason that I have seen, either from my job as a certified financial planner or from me counseling people in my what I do, is that number one, most women, a lot of women tend to put other people first. They tend to put other people ahead of themselves. The children need money. They are ready to sacrifice and give everything that they have. Women by nature, we are nurturers. Women by nature, we want to protect. We don't want to see our children suffer. We don't want to see people around us suffer. So most times what we do is that we put everyone else first before we put ourselves. And I'm saying that when we continually do this, we tend to put ourselves into danger. It happens that at a point, money that is coming to us either from our business or our jobs tend to stop. And when that happens, we find ourselves being stranded, because those people, especially when you put other people ahead of you, they tend to, when the time comes, they tend to then put themselves ahead of you. And then you're wondering what happened to the salary I earned while I was working. So this is the reality of so many women. They tend to put other people ahead of themselves. And that is one reason why hardworking women realize that they have nothing to show for themselves. So ladies, I'm saying that yes, it is okay for you to help people, to put people ahead of it's good for you to help people, but I'm saying don't always put people ahead of yourself. It is your time, you work for it in exchange for your money. I'm saying put something aside for yourself. Help yourself to create wealth. So the question is, what do you have to show for yourself? How much do you have? And you can say that this is mine in the event that that source or that factor is no longer there. That is the first reason why hardworking women still do not have anything to show financially. So the second reason why this is also the case is the fear of asking for what you are worth. I have been guilty of this. I remember, when I was still working in the bank, and I knew that I was doing more than what I was paid for. And I saw other people around me, especially the men, were getting promotion. They were, getting promotion. And I said to myself, oh, I deserve the promotion as well. In a number of occasions, I am doing even the same thing, or even if not more than what these men are doing. But I just could not find myself to asking for what I'm worth. And I know that I am not the only woman in this situation. So my counsel, if I look back and reflect on these seasons, now I will not make the same mistake. I will not do that, error again. I will not. But looking back, what I would advise my younger self at that time is that, Dupe, ask for what you are worth. You are doing so much. You are adding value. Ask for what I was worth. And when eventually I told them I was leaving the bank, they realized that, they had not done me well. But the mistake for me is that I should have asked. The promotion I got, fine. But I knew that I ought to have gotten more. So I'm saying to you, my ladies, please ask. Somebody once said that a closed mouth is a closed destiny. So it is not just you working hard. It is also you speaking up in your place of work and asking for what you are worth. The worst that you will be told is no, you are not qualified. The worst they will do is no, not now. But I'm saying ask for what you are worth. Ask them. you know, I want a raise. I think I deserve a raise. This is what I'm doing. This is the value that I am contributing. I deserve this. And just wait to see the outcome of the employer for him to say no. Even when it comes to not just when it comes to our jobs, also sometimes when it comes to we doing business, offering service, and then you want to give somebody a counsel, or you want to do something for somebody, and then you are wondering, oh, should I ask for this amount? Should I bill this person this amount? It's because you think less of yourself. You feel that, oh, you do not deserve it. But right now, this evening, I'm saying to you, as a woman, if you think you deserve it, especially if that is what people are being billed in your, maybe you are a lawyer, and for this particular service, what you know is that this is maybe a 10% commission or something. You have drafted an agreement or something, and then you're saying to myself, oh, let me just take 1% or something because you're a woman. I'm saying it is not a good way to handle yourself and to handle your value. Ask for what you are worth, either in your place of work or whenever you are, giving service, providing service for somebody. Ask for what you deserve. It's not enough for you to work hard. It's enough for you to work hard. Also work smart. So the question is, how will you be able to achieve your goal if you keep devaluing yourself? So the fourth thing for me, why women, don't work hard and they have nothing to show for it, is number three, is the emotional spending, or what I call impulse spending. One thing that I see, one difference between men and women when it comes to money matters, is that we women tend to put our emotions when it comes to our spending. Imagining you are having you're tired, you've been working from morning till night, or you feel bad, you just feel sad, you just feel something has not gone well for you. Imagine that you believe that you deserve that promotion, and that the promotion didn't come, and then you are asking yourself, oh, what did I do wrong? And then you get into that mode, and then you say to yourself, okay, let me just, I've worked hard, I deserve something. And then you go online and you start buying. You start, buying on credit, or impulse buying, or emotional spending is something that makes hardworking women to have nothing to show for it. So I'm saying this evening, please, if you're feeling bad, or you just want to spend money for whatever reason, please use what we call the 24-hour rule. Hold on and see if after 24 hours you still feel the same way about spending that same amount on that particular item that you want to purchase, that you want to buy. So if you still feel that way, fine, you can go ahead and buy that thing. But if after 24 hours you see that, oh, this is not necessary, or you feel better, then you know that this is one thing that is harming me from getting to my financial destination. Another reason why hardworking women tend not to do well financially or have anything to show for it is what we call the lack of long-term financial vision. If I should ask you, my ladies, that what is your financial goal? What is your financial vision for the next 1 year, for the next 5 years, for the next 10 years? Will you be able to tell me categorically that this is what I'm looking at? Because majority of us, we earn to just spend for now. We earn to just spend for today. Many people forget to plan for the future. They forget to plan for their retirement. They forget to plan for that there will come a time when I may not be able to have the same standard of living. So what are you doing to your future self financially? So it is key that we must, as women, have financial vision for ourselves. We're just starting 2026. Ask yourself, what are my financial goals? And then you begin to work towards them. Financial freedom can only come when you put the future in perspective, and then you start working and planning towards it. Another reason why hardworking women don't tend to do well with their finances is because they have limited investment knowledge. They don't have investment knowledge. And if you don't have a knowledge, then that means you do not know what to do about that knowledge. And what I'm saying this evening is, know something about investing. Know something about how to multiply your wealth, your income. It is not just enough for you to make money. It is not just for you to know how to manage money. It is more important for you to know how to invest what you have made. It is so key. It is so important. So please, my ladies, start to invest. Start small. Start with what you have. Invest, even if it's just a little thing, amount. Please start. One thing you can be sure of is that what you start to invest now will begin to compound. And compounding is a wonder. It's something that even Warren Buffett has called the fourth wonder when it comes to our finances, the power of compounding. Number 6 is hardworking women believing that hard work is enough. Hard work is not enough. If hard work alone was enough, then it means that virtually everybody will be financially free. If you believe that when you work hard alone, that it means that virtually everyone who is working hard will be financially free. But that is not the reality of most people. Most people who work hard are not financially free. So I'm saying this evening that you have to not just work hard, but you must be able to work smart. You must be able to, convert that money that comes to you, convert that income. You must be able to convert it into wealth. Income and wealth are not the same. Income will not make you wealthy except you know what to do to that income to multiply it so that that money will continue to generate more money for you. So you need to move from that level of income to that level of wealth. And what makes the difference is what you do in between, what you do with that income that you get, what you do with that money that you get. That would determine whether you will become financially free, whether you will become wealthy with the money that you have. So being a woman who works hard does not translate automatically to wealth. I'll say that again. Because you are hardworking does not mean that you will be wealthy. That does not mean that you will be financially free. So that is another one. Another point, which is number 7, is that when you carry emotional financial burdens, a lot of women will do this. And I want to sound a note of caution. Yes, it's good that we help others. Yes, including our children. But I have seen a lot of women who are still taking care of their adult children. You can do that with your underage children. But once your child or your children begin to get to a certain age, then you have to, even with your finances, have to start, putting tough love in place. For how long do you want to keep helping a 30-year-old child, a 35-year-old child, even 40-year-old and 50-year-old children? So we need to stop carrying this emotional financial burden. I know it is real for a lot of women, but we need to start carrying that burden. So if we want to get to that place of financial wealth, if we want to get to that place of financial independence, then we need to cut some things off. We need to start setting boundaries. Give responsibly. Right? And for a lot of women, there are kind of a breach between the older generation, their parents, and also their children. So you must be able to sit down. That is why I said Vision is very key. You must be able to sit down and plan, balance it. I am the one in the middle. I have my parents here, I have my children. How do I handle it? Please, women, let's, begin to think, and begin to think smartly. It's not just for us to work hard, but also for us to be able to know what to do. Okay, so the next thing for me is this. The next thing point is this. Sorry. Okay. So the next, I'm sorry about that. So the next thing is not tracking your own finances or your income. You hear people make statements like, oh, I don't know what I spend money on. Oh, I don't know what is happening to my money. Oh, I just collected my salary and I really can't know where the money is going. And that is because you don't know where the money is going, because you are not tracking your income. You are not in control of your income. And as a woman, you need to be in control. You need to know where your money is going. That is so it's not just important for you to track your income, but it is equally important for you to have a spending plan. Have a plan. How do I plan my money? You need to know and tell your money where to go, rather than your money telling you where to go. So track your money. This will help you to determine, to know where exactly that money is going. And then when you know where the money is going, you need to ask yourself, and that is where the power of vision comes in. You need to ask yourself, is this where I should be spending this money? Imagine if one of your vision is you want to build your own property. One of your vision is to have your own business. This vision will help you to determine what you should be spending money on. So you know ahead of time that, okay, this one is not going to help me to achieve my financial vision, my financial goals. So I want to hear from you, my ladies. What do you think about this point as reasons why hardworking women are not able to plan their finances, are not able to have anything to show for their money matters? Why do you think this is so? What do you think about it? Do you think that okay, or let me put it this way, which of these points do you think is affecting you as a hardworking woman to become financially free, to have something to show for your finances? Or which of these points do you think is affecting you? Like I said, one thing for me is when I put others before me, and then sometimes the emotional spending as well. So as women, we need to start seeing that it is not just enough for us to work and be hardworking. It's important for us to work smart, earn that money, earn that income, and tell ourselves, how do I multiply this income? Can I make my money to grow? Hello, thank you for joining me. Let me know your name, and also let me know where you are watching from. My name is Modupe. This is Money Matters with Modupe, and this is episode 4 of our Money, Women and Money series. And today's topic is, why is it that hardworking women have nothing to show for their hard work? A lot of women don't have anything to show for their hard work. A lot of women don't have anything to show for after 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years of work of doing business. And I'm saying that these are the reasons why women who work very hard have nothing to show for their finances. I talked about, emotional spending, you just spending emotionally. I talked about you not being able to track your finances. I've talked about you carrying emotional financial burden, and this is so true for a lot of women trying to help their children, women trying to help their parents. We find that women, especially women of our generation, are sandwiched in between our parents and also our children on the other hand. So while we give to them, we give to our children, we realize that we then have nothing to show for our finances. And I'm saying that we need to also start thinking so that we do not become dependent all our lives. I keep telling women, your children are not your retirement plan, because you hear a lot of women who say that, oh, I've contributed so much to the life of my children. And they tell you that, oh, these children are going to be, they are my future. Oh, my children are my future. Oh, my children will take care of me later on in life. They forget this fact that these children who they are helping right now to build their own lives financially, at that time will also be struggling or are struggling to start their own family and to see that they are providing for their family. So at this point, I tell women, don't see your children as your retirement plan. Yes, it's good that you're doing for the children and the children will do for you, but don't see it as, oh, my children should be doing for me. And you hear them saying, my children are my retirement plan. And if the child does not now do, they become bitter. And they start, feeling that, oh, my children, oh, I've sacrificed all my life for my children, and my children are no longer doing. Or you even find some women saying that my husband is my financial plan. What do you think? Do you think that women, that their financial plan should be their husbands? Also, do you think that women should see their children as their retirement plan? Hello, Sylvester. Thank you so much. You're watching from Nigeria. I'm so glad. Thank you for joining me. Sylvester, that sounds like a man's name. This series is for women, but I know you have women in your life. You may have your wife, you have your children, but this video will also help you to counsel the women in your life, to let them know that they as well have to own their own income, have to, it's important for them to have their own income. It's important for them to be able to have something that they call their own. So that is the whole essence of this series, Women and Money. Please, if you're just joining me or you're seeing me for the first time, please like, please share, and please subscribe to Money Matters with Modupe. This is a series I'm doing now. I also talk about men and money, or businesses, money in marriages and relationships as well. So thank you once again for joining me. So my ladies, what do you think? Do you think that your children are your retirement plan? Even Sylvester, please, what do you think? Do you think that your children should be your retirement plan? Okay, I would love to hear from you. Just a yes or a no. Let me know, what do you think? So let me know what you think. Do you think that your children should be your retirement plan, or your husband should be your financial plan? Please, women, we can do money. We can handle money. I always tell ladies that, look, there's nothing difficult about a woman becoming financially strong, becoming wealthy. It's not a difficult thing. And that is why I always tell people, money knows no gender. So whether you are a man, whether you are a woman, it knows no gender. It does not know your age. All money answers to are just principles. So if you do what will make your money to multiply, your money will multiply. Your money will not ask you, oh, are you a man or are you a woman, before it starts working. No, money is neutral. It only takes upon itself the character of the person handling that money. So money is neutral. Money is tool. Money knows no gender. Money answers to the character of the person who is handling it. So it is not by function of whether you are a man or a woman or your age or your marital status. It only answers to principles. And that is why here on Modupe's Money Matters with Modupe, we're here teaching about practical money skills, teaching about practical financial literacy, just to empower you, just to help you, so that you can also know that you are able to create this wealth for yourself. So ladies, I want you to remember that hardworking, because you are hardworking, because you are struggling, right, does not mean that you are going to be financially wealthy or financially strong. So thank you for joining me, Sylvester, Moses. Thank you. And other people have been coming in and out. Thank you so much for joining me. And if you're watching a replay of this episode 4, please let me know what you think in the comments. I love to read your comments, and I also always reply your comments. So please, ladies, don't just be hardworking, be smart with your finances, and above all, make your money to multiply. Thank you so much for joining me. And once again, I'm Modupe. Please like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you at the top. And don't forget, be money wise.